Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Nitai Gora Premanande Harinam Sankirtan Yakya Ke
Hare Rama Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. श्री नरसिंह भगवान की जय।
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Shri Prahlad Lakshmi Narasimhadev Bhagavan ki Jai Gaur Premanande Hare Hare Bol.
Simhachalam Dham ki Jai. So now let's clean up a little bit this area so we can continue with the Sandhya Arati, which Parivida Prabhu will lead. Haribol. And right after the Nisingha Pranam, we will have the lecture by His Holiness Bhakti Vigyan Bhaktivinoda Tirtha Maharaj. Weil ich dich gesehen habe. And a small other practical announcement. There is 2 areas where you can put your jackets and shoes. There are 2 areas where you can put your jackets and shoes. Also just here behind this door, there's also an entrance area. So if it gets too crowded downstairs, you can also use this area up here. Thank you very much. Simhachalam Dham ki Jai. Sankirtan Festival 2023 ki Jai. Gauranga.
Go for it.
Jai.
Kiva Jaya Jaya Gaur Chande Aradhika Sobha Kato Kiva Jaya Jaya Gaur Chande Aradhika Sobha Janave Tatvane Jagamana Loba Dakine Nikahai Shah Vamegadaya Kate Advaita Srili Vasatahasradaya Bhakti Ache Gaur Chaham Ratna Singhasane Ratna Singhasane Arote Karena Brahma Adide Magane Nanara Hari Hari Kore Chamaradulaya Radulaya. Can you go there? Sanjaya Mukunda Bhatu Dotadi Gaya. Chaka Baje Gante Baje Baje Koratala. Shanta baje gant baje baje karatala. Madhura midang bahari paramadasala. Madhur, 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 Madhur. Varna Uchvala. Galadeshe Vanamala Kore Jala Mahala. Naraja Premi Karakata. Bakhati Pinod Deke Garera Sampabya. Jayo Jaya Kor Chandre Arati Kotoba. Jayo Jaya Kor Chandre Arati Kotoba. Krishna Vishaya Bhutale Kimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Nahamine. Prabhupada. Namaste Sarvate Deve Gaurvane Pacharine Nebeste Sunya Pahadi, Paksha Chare Shapari, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Nityananda Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Chaitanya Nityananda Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Chaitanya Nityananda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Haribol Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Haribol Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Haribol Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Haribol Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Bo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribol. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Haribol. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Pasa. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev. Nitya Go Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Go Hari Bol. Go Premanande. Jayam Vishnupat, Paramamsa Parifradika Jaya. Asuttarasta Sistamati Savanu Fingaves. Silesi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. ISKCON founder Jaya Srila Prabhupada ki. Ananti Koti Vaishnavrinda ki. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki. Prem Sagos Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Chananda. Sri Advaita Gadara. Sivasari Gaura Bhaktivedanta ki Jaya. Sri Radha Krishna Gopakumanath Shama Kund Radha Kund Gira Govardhana ki. Sri Vrindavan Dhama ki. Sri Navadvip Dhama ki. Sri Dwarka Dhama ki. Harinam Sankirtan ki. Transcendental Book Distribution ki. Go Premanande. All glories to the Sum of the devotees. All glories to the Sum of the devotees. All glories to the Sum of the devotees. All glories to the lotus feet of Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Hari Hari Bol. Where's my tambourine? Do you have my tambourine? Where's it? Thank you.
Dito na stringo parato na stringo yato yato yamitato na stringo Bahir na stringo hidayer na stringo Nisringamadima sharanam prapadye Bahir Nisringo hidayer Nisringo Nisringamadima sharanam prapadye Tava kaira kamalavare nakam abuta sringam Dalita hiranya kashipu tainu bringam Keshavadrito Naida Harirupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Tava kaira kamala vaire nakama buddha sringam Dalita hiranya kashipu tainu bringam Keshavadrito Noida Harirupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Nishringa Jai Nishringa Jaya Jai Nishringa Pradesh Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa Nishringa Jai Nishringa Jaya Jai Nishringa Pradesh Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa Nishringa Jai Nishringa Jaya Jai Nishringa Pradesh Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa Jaya Nishringa Dev Jaya Nishringa Dev Jaya Nishringa Dev Jaya Nishringa Dev Jaya Lakshmi Nishringa Jaya Lakshmi Nishringa Jaya Lakshmi Nishringa Jaya Lakshmi Nishringa Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Sri Sri Nrsingadev Bhagavan ki jai Prahlad Maharaj ki jai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol
nice Kirtan. Haribo!
That might be better. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Harinam Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai. So now we will have a Bhagavad Gita lecture by His Holiness Bhaktivinoda Tirtha Maharaj. We're very glad he also joined us for this Sankirtan festival. And take advantage to make questions, hear attentively. Hare Krishna.
I can play the mridanga because no one. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Jaya Girivardhari Jaya Girivardhari Yashodanandana Jaya Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya So, very well. What about translation? Is translation needed? You're doing the Czech translation? So do you want to say it in Czech? Okay. All right, this is all being recorded, so better be careful what I say. All right, we're reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We're in the 18th chapter, right? 18th chapter, text 11. Hafala Kankshibhiryagyo. Oh, this is 17:11. (18:11). Yeah. Thank you. Nahi deha britha shakyam tyaktum karmanya sheshataha yastu karma phalatyagi tyagi satyagitya vidhiyate nahi deha britha shakyam tyaktum karmanya sheshataha yastu karma phalatyagi satyagitya vidhiyate. Please chant. Nahi deha brita shatyam tyaktum karmanya sheshataha yastu karma phalatyagi satyagitya vidhiyate. Brita shakyam tyu karma asheshataha yastu karma phalatyagi vidhiyate vidhiyate. Nahi deha brita shakyam tyaktum karma sheshataha satyagitya vidhiyate. Ladies. Deha brita shakyam tyaktum karmanya sheshataha yastu karma phalatyagi satyagitya vidhiyate. Tyaktum karmanya sheshataha yastu karma phalatyagi satyagitya vidhiyate. Tyaktum karmanya sheshataha
Yastu karma palatyagi. Yastu karma palatyagi. Satyagitya vidiyate. Satyagitya vidiyate.
Na, never. He, certainly. I'll use that. Deha Brita, by the embodied. Shakyam is possible. Tyaktum, to be renounced. Karmani, activities. Asheshataha, altogether. Yaha, anyone who. To, but. Karma, of work. Phala, of the result. Tyagi, the renouncer. Saha, he. Tyagi, the renouncer. Iti, thus. Abhidiyate, is said. Translation. Is the door closed? Okay. It is indeed impossible for an embodied being to give up all activities, but he who renounces the fruits of action is called one who has truly renounced. Did anyone get that? Should I read it again? Okay. It is indeed impossible for an embodied being to give up all activities, but he who renounces the fruits of action is called one who has truly renounced. Purport. It is said in Bhagavad Gita that one can never give up work at any time. Therefore, he who works for Krishna and does not enjoy the fruitive results, who offers everything to Krishna, is actually a renouncer. There are many members of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness who work very hard in their office or in the factory or some other place, and whatever they earn, they give to the society. Such highly elevated souls are actually sannyasis and are situated in the renounced order of life. It is clearly outlined here how to renounce the fruits of work and for what purpose fruits should be renounced. Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Pancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. I'd say very interesting section of the Bhagavad Gita, but that's pretty much what I say every time before I begin a lecture. Well, that's what they say, that one who lectures learns the most. You really, really attentively read. I'd like to see things in context, and so also this verse finds itself in a particular context. And the context of the Bhagavad Gita in this section of the Bhagavad Gita, the 18th chapter, is something that I will try to summarize really quick. As a matter of fact, Srila Prabhupada says that the Bhagavad Gita is finished in how many chapters? 17. Very well. That was fast. That's what Prabhupada says, that Bhagavad Gita is practically done in 17 chapters, and then this 18th chapter is summary of the Bhagavad Gita. And Prabhupada says that second chapter is also sort of a summary of the Bhagavad Gita. And so what we find here, the topic for discussion tonight in this section of the Bhagavad Gita is renunciation. And Krishna is basically answering questions that Arjuna posed to him. And Krishna is claiming that there's two types of renunciation. Does anyone remember, perhaps? This is a really bad time for philosophical discussions, but anyhow, I'll try to keep it light. Tyaga and sannyas. Does anyone remember what's the difference between the two? Because Arjuna also wanted to know the difference very specifically. Wanted to know what tyaga is, what sannyas is, and what is the difference between the two. Yes?
One is to give up the fruits of your activities, and the other one is to give up the activity itself.
Ah, very well. Did everyone hear that? So, which one is sannyas?
Sannyas means to give up the activity.
The
by itself.
activities, yes. And tyaga means to give up the fruits, the results of one's activities. So in other words, if you think about renunciation, these are the two things you can renounce. You can renounce an activity, or you can renounce the fruits of your actions. These are the two things. And this is an interesting topic because, look at the purport Prabhupada wrote for today's verse. Does anyone remember anything from the purport? Anything? I really am. I'm not trying to give you a hard time, but it's really at this hour. Memory and intelligence are quite dull. Yes, Manindraji.
Krishna, there was one part where Prabhupada told that when somebody is hard working the whole day and give up all the fruits, it's like a sannyasi.
It's like a sannyasi. A very interesting thing, isn't it? That and this is a question that comes time and time again. Even Arjuna had this question. As a matter of fact, Arjuna repeated this question several times throughout the Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna found himself in a problem, and he thought that the solution was what? Renounce everything. But Krishna continued to try to tell him that is not renunciation. That is not renunciation. Few verses before today's verse, Krishna is saying that some people say, Krishna is being very polite, some people say, let's take that into consideration, that work should be given up. But Krishna says, but in my opinion, not all work should be given up. Some work, like for example, 3 types of work, should never be given up. Does anyone remember that? Let's see, show of hands. Yes. Yeah, you.
Charity is one of them. Charity.
Oh, charity, yes. Charity. What else? Rituals. I'm not sure which version of Bhagavad Gita you read. Yes. Austerity, tapas, and yagya, sacrifice. For example, these 3 things should never be given up. As a matter of fact, as we study this section of the Bhagavad Gita, you wonder, what is there to give up? For example, even when Krishna speaks of renunciation of activities, he puts one word before it, so that we get a clue as to that the point is not to renounce all of the activities, but only what kind of activities. Does anyone remember that detail?
Activities based
On karma. Activities based on karma. What is karma? Lust, okay. Let's not complicate it. Let's call it lust. There's way more to it. There's way more to it. So activities that are based on karma should be given up. In other words, activities that are not based on karma should not be given up. And now we're hearing that a person who has a body cannot but act. You have a body. Did you follow that? No. If you have a body, you cannot but act. You have to act. You got it now. Okay. You have to act. So it's not how do you renounce activity, for God's sake? And it's interesting thing. At the end of all of this, who is a sannyasi? When you think about it, who is a sannyasi? Srila Prabhupada was very appreciative of his disciples who exhibited a high level of renunciation. And what kind of renunciation? Renunciation of selfishness. Because the whole point of Bhagavad Gita, for God's sake, is that there is something higher. Not just something. We know what it is. Very specifically, we know what it is. And that is Krishna, or Krishna Prema, or service to Krishna. This is the highest reality. And this reality requires from us renunciation. One of the irreplaceable contributions of religion in general and Krishna consciousness specifically is the value for our existence. If there was no higher goal of life, we'd be living for nothing. And if you think that your life has any value, just wait. Time shows that nothing has value. And so this is a very prominent idea throughout Bhakti literature, throughout the Vaishnava literature, that there is a need for transcendence. There is a need for transcendence. If there is no transcendence, what the hell we're living for? And most people are living for nothing. Most people have become lazy and just concluded, I'll live just to minimize suffering and maximize enjoyment. But at the end, for nothing. The fact that you, after you die, the fact that you live bears no value in the universe, to you or to anyone else. Oh darn, this is being broadcasted. I mean, my family members, hey, Happy New Year. I live for my kids. Who are they living for? Like if your kids are the value, the meaning of your life, they live just like you. At the end they'll die and there'll be nothing but dust. Where's the value? You're just like postponing the inevitable, meaning the existence with no value. And so there is a terrible need for transcendence. I mean, if nothing, let there be at least some meaning to our suffering. Because after all, whether we want to admit it or not, life is replete with suffering. Replete. How do you say replete? Full of suffering. And religion, like when people seek religion, one thing they seek value to their suffering. So I'm not just suffering for nothing. In America, people say, you suffer and then you die. Like as if it's not enough that you're suffering, then at the end you die. And so there is this is a pronounced idea in the Vaishnava literature, the need for transcendence. And what's very interesting idea that this transcendence can be had through fame, among other things. Fame. Why fame? Correct. Your fame lives after you die. So it's a way of transcendence. Yeah, Prabhupada said this also. Prabhupada, there's even in Vaishnava tradition they say that son has to be a transcendentalist and or learned, otherwise he's just like urine. No better than urine. Somehow that has to add to the fame of the family. And, coming from a nihilistic and vain, you know what it means, vain? Empty, yes. But what kind of empty? No. Egotistic empty. Egotistic type of emptiness. When we speak of fame from that point of view, then we, when someone from that egotistical point of view speaks of fame, then we don't think of fame as, we typically think of fame as something horrible. But fame is a way of transcendence. And this transcendence is being spoken about in few places in the Bhagavatam. It is spoken of by a great devotee, Hiranyakashipu. How many of you have read Srimad Bhagavatam? Okay, not too shabby. All right. And the rest of you, I guess, will read it, right? How many of you remember reading the story of the death of Hiranyaksha? You remember? Let's see, show of hands. Oh, not that many. So, when Hiranyaksha died, who killed Hiranyaksha? Varahadev. Varahadev killed Hiranyaksha. And when Hiranyaksha died, his family members were feeling very sad. And to console him, what did Hiranyakashipu do? Oh, very well. Yeah. Correct. He told them the story, but I won't tell the story, but I'll just summarize the point, or the points. That life is temporary, but the soul goes on. And there's a difference between the body and the soul. And the soul lives on. Soul is important. And that one, that one should die as a great hero or a great devotee, or a great transcendentalist or a great hero. Otherwise, life is useless. Hiranyakashipu, of all people. This is what is said. And then in the Bhagavatam we have a way more, same message but a bit more explicitly communicated. And this was told by Dadichi. How many of you remember reading the story of Dadichi? Okay, not that many now. What should I do now? Okay, I'll try to summarize the story. The demigods were in trouble. They were in trouble. They were being harassed by a person who was stronger than them. And that they were told to go to this sage by the name of Dadichi. And that he would give them the bones from his own body that they're going to utilize to make a weapon to defend themselves with it. And so they went to this sage and requested the sage, could you please give us the bones from your body? No, thank you, I kind of need them. I kind of like where they are. You know, actually, interestingly enough, he actually agreed to give his bones. That means he had to die. I don't know what kind of readers you are, but when I read something, I really think about it. That must have been a bloody scene. And before giving his body to the demigods, he sort of provoked them. Like, what are your motivations? Are you afraid? What are you living for? In other words, Dadichi gave him really hard time. Why did Dadichi give him a hard time? So they could understand whether they're renounced or not. What is the motivation with which they were doing the thing of namely asking the bones from this person? If you're just another scared animal, then you're not very elevated. You're not a dhira. One of the definitions of a dhira is one who's not afraid, not confused by the transition of the body. So really, it gave him a hard time. And then he taught him a lesson. And then he let him have the bones of his body. He gave them his life. And then he explained why. And he said that life is a temporary thing, very temporary thing. But you have the great opportunity to use this otherwise useless thing to attain eternal glory by doing a greater good. And then they took the bones and I don't know, it's not described how they did it. They took the bones and they took off. And when I read this, I was wondering, did they hear him? Or they would just or they were just lost in the moment, in the intensity of the moment. Did they hear the message? I mean, it was a powerful message. I mean, we heard it many times. Did we hear it? I mean, it's a very intense message, which leaves us with a great responsibility. And in the commentaries to those verses, I mean, Srila Prabhupada's really pouring out his heart. So here you have a combination of intelligence and heart. To me, very attractive. Where Prabhupada is inviting all of the men, all of the women, all of the people of the world to join the Hare Krishna movement and to sacrifice their lives. So that our lives actually have value. And so that the lives of all of those other people whom we're supposed to help will also have value. I mean, I remember when I was publishing a magazine, and I was always hunting for good articles. And I remember passing by elementary school in San Diego, California. You also might have seen those in huge letters like this, messages written around the school parameters. You are valuable. You matter. You are loved. And I'm thinking, for God's sake, you in the school, you're telling these people they're nothing but chemicals. And over here, you're telling them you are valuable. This is schizophrenia. Like Obama's message. Well, I lived in the States at the time, and I was really intrigued. What will Obama now, President Obama, say to the parents of the people whose children have been murdered? In one of those mass shootings in a school, yeah. And what did he say? I was really, because I imagined myself being invited to address these parents. I mean, what would I tell him? I was thinking, what would I tell him? And I was thinking, what will Obama tell him? What will he tell him? What did he tell him? He quoted the Bible. So that everything in this world is perishable. That was the message. He quoted the Bible. Everything in this world is perishable, and collect your riches in the spiritual world. That was his message. And I thought, okay, this is hypocrisy. Why don't you teach this in school? But no, in school you teach a bunch of chemicals, and over here, and then, they compensate this meaningless existence with signs written in gigantic letters. You are valuable. How are you valuable? This is. I don't think we should get hung up on the stupid details. But we have a great message to give to the world. Something we really need not be shy about. Well, we can go out and tell people, you are valuable. You are really valuable. And this is why. When I say really valuable, I'm not just trying to pump you up emotionally. But really, you know what really means? It's not illusion. And so Srila Prabhupada in those purports invites everyone to join this movement, to sacrifice their lives, to spread the Sankirtan movement. And if I may quote Harikesh, die on the streets, but not right away. Like, make it last, dude. Srila Prabhupada did his best to encapsulate this message in his books. And he also wanted us to communicate this message in our own words to others. He also wanted us to write the same message in our own words, in further literature, and flood the world with this information. That is the renunciation. That is the renunciation that this verse, that this section of the Bhagavad Gita, that the whole Bhagavad Gita speaks about. I'll say one more thing. As soon as I watered the horse. You might have noticed how people like to speak of the past good times. You know, when we used to do that, oh man. Basically what they're saying is that they could not tell when the history was in the making. Do you understand that? History in the making. How do you translate that in German? I don't know, don't speak German. I took a book and I plan to learn German by the next year, but 2025. See, when something important happens, then typically people who were there making that important thing happen, they didn't know that they were making history. They realized that later. You know, many years later, they realized, man, we were making history. And also, devotees that were distributing books this Prabhupada marathon maybe didn't feel the euphoria. We're making history here. But that's what's happening. And because it was cold, and because it was hard, and because people are dumb. I'm just thinking of all of the different... These are the things I've heard devotees say. And because people are impious, and because people are attached. All of this makes it very, very difficult. But that's history in the making. And that history transcends you as history, and you literally realize your transcendence by becoming a pure devotee of the Lord. By performing these activities, not because you're attached to the results, not because you have side motives, but because it's a good thing. Because a good person like Srila Prabhupada wants it. Because other good people, the acharyas, also want it. Because it is good for you, because it is good for everyone. That's why you do it. And it is difficult. But as they say, if it's not difficult, what kind of stories will you have for your grandchildren to tell to? Where were you, Prabhupada Marathon 2023? Too late, those of you who've missed it. But there'll be more opportunities. History in the making. Okay, I'll end here. Om Tat Sat. How are we doing time-wise? Okay. Are there any questions or comments from the esteemed audience tonight? Yes.
It seems to me that there is a difference from the time Prabhupada wrote that purport about how the society or the members of the society are working hard and give their hard-earned money to the society. And
no, they're not.
Yeah, it changed, isn't it? Times are changing, and now the mood is you separate your spiritual life and your material life. Is that... What do we do with that?
Well, if you say that you're separating spiritual and material life, or you're not expressing yourself precisely, or you're in the same confusion as Arjuna. There is no such a thing.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that means if we take it seriously to really give everything we have for Krishna, that means we cannot make this differentiation. We everything is spiritual. Every moment, every second we spend for Krishna also means we work for Krishna while doing our jobs. Yeah. But it seems to have changed. The movement is not much in this renunciation mood anymore. So what do we do with that?
Here's a fantastic opportunity for me to ruin the evening. Well, let's be frank. Let's be bluntly honest. What I'm saying right now is really sincere and honest. This is what I think. And it seems to be so also from history, that when there's a charismatic leader, then all of the different minds are synchronized. And then people experience harmony that we're all longing for. And then people are ready to do anything for that harmony. But with the absence of that kind of a powerful synchronizing element, then other things come about and they create dissension. Like, for example, what about my health insurance? What about my kids? Where will I educate them? I mean, I remember sitting in a temple and there was a few hundred devotees. Harikesh was the legend, he was giving the lecture. And at the end of the lecture, one Mataji, who was a full-time Buddhist Buddha, asked a question. And she had some concerns. And he vowed before everybody in the room that as long as he lives, she will be taken care of. I hope you can understand the nature of that statement. Obviously, he's not doing it. And so when her health declined, she had to take care of herself. He didn't take care of her, but he made the vow in front of everybody. So this is also a good question, how much can you give yourself to an institution which is made up of individuals like yourself? It's a challenge. It is a challenge, and you know we're catching a rhythm, you know, and it goes a little bit that way, a little bit that way, but we're all trying to find some rhythm, you know. And I don't want to impose anything on anyone, but because at the end of the day, we're all responsible for our lives. You know, how well we're going to take care of our mundane duties and of our transcendental duties. At the end of the day, it's only ourselves who are responsible for it. So that's one thing that just came to mind like that. But philosophy is here, you know, the principles are here. Now it's on all of us to figure out the details. I mean, ideally we should not only maintain, but we should make institution that Srila Prabhupada initiated better and larger. And it's a huge challenge. Anyone who has tried, it's a huge challenge. But that's part of the yagya also. Are you satisfied this lovely evening? Okay, yes.
Hare Krishna. So we don't separate our material life from our spiritual life, but don't we separate our material desires from our spiritual desires, or do we try to merge one into the other?
You lost me. I didn't
like
get it. Sorry.
A devotee thinks I don't have a material life, and then I go to the temple, and then I have
a spiritual life. Yeah.
life. I'm chanting Hare Krishna, and then I'm working, and so on. But we still somehow we try to separate our material desires from spiritual desires. You know, being honest with ourselves that I'm not gonna say I want a Lamborghini or an expensive car and say this is for Krishna. This is obviously some selfishness is there. So do we keep this attitude of separating material desires from spiritual?
Yeah, why not? How do you mean separate material desires from spiritual desires?
Not spiritualize them. Not spiritualize.
Oh, not spiritualizing it. Oh, that's a mistake. That's a big mistake. I mean, the process of Krishna consciousness is that has an aim. The process of Krishna consciousness has an aim, and the aim is that one becomes not a devotee, but a pure devotee. That means that there's only appropriate, divine, spiritual, Krishna conscious desires, motivations.
So our approach is to always spiritualize the material desires, or some also ignore? Or
what do you mean spiritualize material desires?
If you have a desire for something material, then you try to engage
like
in Krishna's service.
Like what?
Money, fame.
What's wrong with money? What's wrong with fame? Fame is way to transcendence.
But sometimes we feel
money, like how much money do you need every month to run this place? 25,000 for God's sake. How do you do it? I mean, I don't, like if you say desire for money, there, in that statement I don't see anything explicitly spiritual or material. Yeah.
Because at some point in the beginning of our spiritual life, we try to ignore kind of material desires and not spiritualize them, just completely put them on the side until further notice.
But material desires, they need to be cut out. We're not saying like you should have no desires, but material desires, I think what you call material desires, those are illusory desires. They are incongruous with the goal of life, with the nature of the soul. Those desires need to be starved until they die from starvation. And we can't do it all of a sudden, but in due course. Yeah. Okay, any... Yes.
What advice would you give grihastras who maybe started out with good intentions but got entangled over time and now work for fruitive results?
Learn from the mistake. You know, fruitive desire is a horrible thing. A very, very horrible thing. And I don't say this lightly. Do you know what a fishing hook looks like? Yeah, it's made in such a fashion that it easily goes in. And when you try to pull it out, there's that little thing on the side that makes it so difficult to pull it out. Oh, fruitive desire. That's a desire where you want to selfishly enjoy the fruits of your work. In other words, motivation for your activities is not transcendental. It is not the higher good, but yeah. Modern world has no temperance. You know what temperance is? No. Moderation, yeah. Yeah, no sense of moderation. Modernity has a very liberal attitude towards fruitive desires. And that's a huge mistake. The attitude should rather be conservative one, and a very conservative one. I mean, even devotees, when it comes to dressing, for example, why to dress in such a way to sexually provoke people? Why? Like, we live in the world that does not understand the value of temperance or conservative attitude towards fruitive desires. Those are the desires that easily go in and very difficult to get out. Better to be conservative towards that. Prabhupada said many times, and that's straight from our tradition, that without tapasya there is no jnana. In other words, without conservative life, you can't be in knowledge, individually or collectively. And the modern people are, free the nipples movement. Let us dress as, I'm just expressing myself. What the hell? People think that nightlife is something, it's something natural and normal and your birthright to have a nightlife. But nightlife is very much a modern thing. I travel to many places in the world where nightlife just doesn't exist. Nigeria, India, there's no nightlife. No electricity. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah. Yeah, I really like. Anyone here from the farm in Czech? Oh, you yourself. Two of you. super wonderful. Cut the electricity out and everyone becomes way more sane. Yeah. I mean, it's one of the things Prabhupada spoke about. Anyhow, but I mean, I know I've departed a bit from your question, but I really wanted to say something on the nature of fruitive desires and how even devotees lose their minds over it because it's going all over the world. So even devotees were supposed to be aiming at transcendence. They think, well, yeah, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Oh my God. Everything. Okay, last question, and then I think we should end, right? It's 8:30
So
almost.
thank you, Maharaj, for nice explanation of this verse. Just to addressing your previous comment on the question. So it was very quite negative that somebody make promise and couldn't keep it. So from my experience, I'm around 40 years in Krishna consciousness. So what I experience that Krishna, what he's promising, is always keeping this. So.
Yeah.
So we can really rely on Krishna. So thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. It's a good point. And that point is also stated great many times. Like dharmo rakshati rakshata. One who protects dharma is protected by dharma. People who live dharmically typically live good, are protected by dharma. And when I say good, doesn't mean they become Bill Gates or I don't know who the modern rich people are, but okay, let's end this session. Okay, thank you. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.